Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Embo, hello, Lonnie, hello, and Drunken Dragon, hello. I hope you are all having wonderful and fantastical days, and everything is awesome and wonderful for you. We are going to be doing more Foundry today because I'm obsessed with this game. It's fantastic and it's wonderful, and yeah, I finally caught the start. Awesome. I'm invisible. No, but Wonder is not here. How could you? How could you? I thought I was free. So I passed the start and started getting the bus set up again. Next is getting belts going. Nice. Oh yes, because you said you restarted the other day, didn't you? Yes. We're not at restarting yet. I need to finish the one we have, but I think we only need. I think we only need CPUs done, and then we can sort the bus out. Maybe, and then we need to expand in a good way, not the stuffing food in your face like I'm doing right now. Oh. That was crunchier than I thought. Yeah. Right. Shall we? I think we should. Let me load the game. Boop. And push the button. Bah. CPUs on the bus. Woot. Wonder always needs to do it. Very true. He'll be pleased to know it still happened, though, I'm sure. Okay, so we need to do fuel as well. I don't know where I'm going to do fuel. That's fine. We have this line in here, which is full of teluxite. So we need to make CPUs with that. I think. I don't know if liquid teluxite is used in anything else. I think we pretty much have everything unlocked, don't we now? So, yeah. 20 minutes to decide what you're playing tonight. I think you should play Foundry. So we make the wafers, and then the wafers make the CPUs. Yes, I think you should play Foundry. Because Foundry is awesome. Yeah. Roadcraft is a game. I was watching Raptor play that the other day. Actually, that looked fun. Roadcraft looks like a fun game. Should probably get hold of that. I enjoyed Snow Runners and. It's sequels that were and were not, and were and then weren't again. Okay, all the CPUs here. And I played with Pepper Ramen. Awesome. Wait, and I played this early in the stream? I thought it's supposed to wait half an hour into the stream before an ad plays. Strange. Right. So, yeah. That's low density Ollie White. Yeah, I'm pretty sure for the first like half an hour or so, you're not supposed to get adverts on the stream. Oh well, if it played while she was out of the room, then gone. So hydraulic piston and robot parts do not use test. It's just this uses teluxite. Okay, so we just need to bring this in, make some custom machines, and then make some CPUs. Yeah. Still drive beyond horizons. I don't know that one. Although there was one that people were saying was a new car game like Civic Drive, was it called? Playing too many games. Yeah, too many games, not enough time. That's the problem. That's the problem. Again, to go back to the whole Raptor thing, I don't know if you watch any stuff that Raptor does, but I think he streams 3 times a day, like 3 different games. So, yeah. And I can understand why. Yeah, work and sleep. Work and sleep. Been on Idle Revolutions. An Idle Revolutions rip. Ah, okay. What am I doing here? So this wants to be this wants to be a miracle. Are we going to run bots down there on the floor? Because I don't really want to be this high in the air. I should be coming down. I don't know why I am this high in the air. We should be coming down. Like back here, we should have come down by 1. Hello there. Did that play? Did that play? I didn't hear it. My camera's not looking at me as well. That probably isn't helping. So, employment has given me 2 luxuries I can't do that. Eating and including. Oh yes. Oh yes. It played like 1 second. Why did it not play?
Hello there.
There we go. Is that better? There we go. I didn't hear it. I was sort of like, that's not right. Yeah. Can I hold a job? Disability doesn't go very far. Oh yeah. I've never understood. Like there are some people which are claiming disability and they seem to live a life of luxury, and I don't get how on the money. I don't understand it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we should have come down here. Because I was trying to keep conformed with the but that's okay. That's okay. We shan't bother. We shan't bother. We're going to turn here. And we'll go that way for the assemblies. We'll go that way there. I should build the radar tower so we can use the orbital laser. Because there's a mountain there that might be in the way. So shall we start that project going? I've never used the orbital laser, so don't need the tower to use the laser. I thought you did, because I thought the remote couldn't talk to the thing. Space Station has not yet built the laser. We researched it, but didn't build it. That's obviously gonna change some things, I suppose, isn't it? I'll tell you what, we'll put that away for a minute, and then we'll build it once we've done the hull expansion. So what do you need the radar tower for, then? Is that just literally to use this tool as a remote thing? Because So is that it? Is that it? It's just to do those things which you can do via this terminal here, and you can put these terminals down wherever. Is that it? Is that the whole reason you need it? Because if that's it, I'm not going to bother building it. Because I'll just come to one of these. It's really not that much effort to find these. I've got them dotted all around. So, okay, then I won't bother. I won't bother the radar tower. Yep. Okay. I would have thought you needed the radar tower, because I would have thought that remote thing would have contacted the radar tower, which then contacts the station. That would have made sense for the orbital thing, but I guess not. I also haven't even plugged this in here yet. I don't know if I should or not, because I don't know whether the power grid will deal with it. Let's plug it in and see if everything explodes. But of course, the bane of my existence, hitboxes, says no. Okay. Well, I suppose that saves a bit of effort there. Why don't you empty out? Doof. Then we're going to go click here, drag out, down, 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 down. And then I can plug this into there. Yeah, I thought you did need to. I genuinely thought you needed to build it. Because it would just make sense. It would make absolute sense that you'd need it. So, yeah. Right, here we go then. Click. Let's go. Power is not so bad. Well, I need to wait till this to actually start scanning, don't I? There we go. Oh, no, I need to wait for it to... Nope, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. When it's skipping chunks, though, I don't think it uses the power to scan, does it? It's only when it's actually physically scanning the chunks. Although that is old information from the previous scanner that did things before, so... Right. Okay. Use power tool. Yeah, I remember it used to. It used to use power when it's flipping through them, but when it was actually scanning, that's when it used more power. That's when it used its peak power, I believe. But it might have actually been a bug in it that every time it tries to use power, everything every time it hits a chunk, that it can't it starts using the power when it's scanning and it ramps up and down, and every time it flips over a chunk that's already been scanned, it doesn't ramp up enough. But I think that might have changed. So, because there was the whole thing where you could only contact the station via the radar tower, so you'd build the radar tower and then turn it off when you didn't need it to save power. Right, so we have we have 3,000 liquid teluxite coming in. So we've got 2,000 from machine running full and another machine that runs half the time. So yeah, so we have 3,000 liquid teluxite coming in. So we need to make a couple of casting machines. Is it casting machines? Hold on. No, casting machine. Yep, let's make a casting machine. Not to be confused with a casting couch. That's a completely different thing. Not that sort of a game. And let's see what these numbers are. Let's put you down for a minute. You're making the wafers. You make 2.5 a minute, okay? You need, because the wafers are only used in CPU production. Oh, it's made the chemical processor. Oh. Make me a chemical processor worthy of mortal. Okay, so you want to do CPUs, and you need half a minute. So you're good for 5, and you use. So we could have 3 of these, which means we could use half, 1, 2. Yeah, you're good for 5. So we could have 3 of these and 15 of these, making CPUs. And that's what we can do with our current telluride mining. I have realized something as well, which is super important, and a pain in the backside. If I need more telluride coming in, we can mine the rest of this one here, but say we want to go to another node and bring it in somewhere, I don't really want to have to put all the manufacturing for mining more of it there and then pipe it in. So what I should probably do is have like a mini factory over here that takes telluride ore in and just produces the liquid, and then have a landing pad so that other ships can come and drop the stuff off. That would make sense. Maybe have crushers, because it makes sense to crush it, like here. So it makes sense to crush it and then transport it, or even crush it and smelt it and transport it, because you crush it and it's 4 times smaller, and then you smelt it and it's 4 times smaller again. So you can get much more on a ship if you do that, and then we just have some arc furnaces. So maybe that's what we should have done. We should have crushed and smelted it, and then just shipped it in to the bus, like over here somewhere, and have the arc smelters here, so I could put more arc smelters in, because the arc furnaces, sorry, are big, very, very big. But is telluride used in anything else? I don't see it in any other thing that I need. If it's only used in one thing, then maybe I should have a factory off somewhere that makes these wafers. Just remotely makes the wafers, and then we just ship the wafers in. Because all my chemical stuff's been done down here. So realistically, I should also put it down here, shouldn't I? This should be where the telluride's done, and we should just ship the telluride in and process it all down here. But Minecraft noises. What do we have left to research? Let me have a quick look to see if there's anything I've missed. Research. What does this need? Sheet and hydraulic pistons. The blast furnace. No, nothing else uses. So Tluxite is literally used to make CPUs, and that's it. I really feel like I should put this all down here and just have the ship come in and land. Bring the Tluxite in. Maybe the ingots, we can crush it and smelt it. Bring the ingots in, because that would make more sense. And we just arc furnace them into liquid them into wafers, and then wafer them into CPUs, because the polymer boards are also being made down here. And then we just put CPUs directly on the belt that come all up here. It's a bit of a waste to bring the belt all the way up here, though, if we're going to do it here. This is where the main bus kind of falls apart, because you're starting to ship things ridiculously far, and they're only used in one place. Well, not one place, they're used only at the end of the belt rather than anywhere else. So I'll tell you what we'll do. For now, we're going to do this. We're going to plug this into here, and then plug this into this here. So what is this? Is this input or output? This is a non. Oh yeah, because these are an item, aren't they? So you need the input is going to be the olumic gas, which isn't being made. Olumic acid isn't being made at all, I don't think. Or is it? Is that acid? Is this acid? I think it might be. It is indeed. Awesome. Okay, so we have the acid too. Nice. Right. Okay, let's run it up here. No. Give me your pipes. Up. Up. Up, 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 up. And in typical fashion. Right. So I'm going to turn you around, and you are going to sit there. And you are going to do wafers. And rather than put the wafers on the bus and then bring it back in the next one, we're just going to do it behind here and then have that come out. So then behind this, we want to put in these guys facing that way, I think. You're going to do CPUs. You need polymer, so you need polymer and wafers, which is fine. Oop. That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. You idiot. You idiot. That's the wrong thing. Dooby dooby doob. That's the wrong thing. Doobie doobie doop, and it's going to go a distance. I don't know how far. But like Hercules, it's going to go the distance. Oh, that's too far for you to go. That's okay though. That is okay, because we should be able to, he says, hopefully, make ourselves a new pump, because I don't think we have any pumps. No, we don't. I need to do another pump anyway here for this one. So let's make 2 new pumps. Let's hope and pray that we can plug these into this and still get a cable going to them. So I need to put in another guy above there, and then do that. Then see if we can do a cable. We can. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then down here, I need to do the same. There. But can you run a cable down to that? You can. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. Okay. T-junction. No, not that way. That way. No, that way. Okay, Dragon, have a good one. Enjoy your stream, whatever it is you choose to do. Bah. Or not seeing me. Oh! No! How could you? Right, that's it. I'm done with this now. You can't see me anyway, doesn't matter. I am a face in the void. Ba, 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 ba. Right. So, extend that out. This wants to extend out quite far actually. But before we do that, let's go and do this and this, and then at the back we do that. Okay, and this one wants to be polymer boards. No, I'll I'll go down here now, shall I? So you want to go up a 2, going up, and then wants to come out of here and go to wherever the hell my polymer boards are, which are here. Die, tree, die. I mean, please move out of the way, tree. Politely, please move out of the way. Thank you very much. Okay. Boop, nope. Boop. You're going to have to politely move out of the way as well. Thank you for your cooperation. And I think that is it, isn't it? So we're going to have a output there, input there, and an input there. Right. You want liquid toluxite. Bum, 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 bum. And let me just copy that one because it's easier. Boom. There we go. There we go. Cool. And you will have an output there. However, this needs to be expanded to include 5 of those guys. Excuse me. Oh wow. So I want to have, are these casting machines? What are these? These are chemical processors, which requires polymer boards and circuits, which is a surprising mix actually. Yep, your energy cells, circuits, and polymer. One, two, three, four. It's a running. It's a running. Look at it putting out its beautiful air freshener scent. Plop. There we go. Okay. Well, I say it's running, but it's not. You make 4. It takes 1 minute and makes 4. So we're going to make 20 a minute. What did you miss? You missed everything. Everything. We finished the game, completed it all, killed the end boss, and then decided to go back and start again. And this is where we got to so far. Okay. Can't believe you wasn't here for that. You didn't miss that. That already happened. That already happened. That's the 3rd time today I've been made invisible. 3rd time today, and I've only been streaming for 37 minutes. Need to make that more expensive. But hello Wanderer, how are you today? Hope you have been having a good day. Hang on Dragon, didn't you leave already? Am I missing it? Do I keep missing it? Oh, it only makes one. Oh yeah, no, it only makes one, but it does it 2.5 a minute. Okay. Right, that's why I keep missing it, because it's only making the one, and then the one goes down, but it's kind of, yeah. That was it. Doctor told you to take a special pill last night. So long as it knocked you out, it didn't keep you up, then that's the wrong kind of pill. Although that's what it was originally designed for, that pill, wasn't it? It was originally designed for helping with circulation. Do we say? God, CPUs! I love how the wafer's huge. The wafer's huge, and then, mind you, I suppose they take one wafer, don't they, and make 4 CPUs from it. Yeah. If you look down at the comments, if you look down at the description, all the commands are down there. There isn't one that makes me go supersonic, unfortunately. I should do that. That would be quite cool. I'd have to definitely talk to B-Fish to try and get that. But my next protocol is going to be getting new suits so that I can have multiple suits. Okay. Okay. So I think, therefore I am. Bloop. Squirrel! 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 Well, there's a ring command to find out. So there's a. But Squirrel is one that's played quite a lot, especially with the way I played this game. Squirrel. Yeah, I've actually got it set up now for the rings that the rings generate at the same speed that Twitch channel points generate at, but the first time you say something in chat on YouTube, you get a bonus 500 rings. I think it's 500. Might be 250. So for people that check in every day, they get bonus rings. But YouTube's weird because YouTube doesn't actually recognize that anybody is here. Like it doesn't recognize by name that anybody's here unless they talk. So I appreciate lurkers. Lurkers are fantastic, absolutely wonderful, because it does still show that I have like so many public, concurrent viewers, and that's fantastic. People don't want to chat, they don't have to, but you won't generate any rings on YouTube side unless you say something in chat. You just got to say one thing, say like hello, and that's it, and then it will start generating rings for you. Yeah, it's only people that actually say something that get recognized for it. So because YouTube's limitations on it, YouTube's API for streaming is terrible, and they really need to get their finger out so they can destroy Twitch at some point. So yeah, it was the same way. Yeah, this is it's all run by SpeakerBot for me. It's all run locally on my machine for SpeakerBot, but it's the same principle. It's taken from the Streamlabs and Stream Elements systems. Someone just did that, and yeah. I said this all runs locally for me. It doesn't do anything. I don't have Streamlabs or Stream Elements or anything. It's all run there. Sapper, hello, good evening. You will now start generating rings. Thank you very, very much. Yes. And then you can do things like make me 8-bit, make me invisible, redeem hello there, that sort of thing. I think hello there's pretty cheap, isn't it? Isn't hello there like 100 points rather than? They don't stack, they queue. Unfortunately, so if you do invisible and then 8-bit, it will do one and the other. yeah, it won't stack, unfortunately. So, because technically I could have it stack, but I decided not to because you can't really see the 8-bit when you're invisible because I'm just an outline. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. I'd also like to get an actual proper 8-bit avatar and have it switch.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
No kaboom. No kaboom here today. No kaboom. Right. So this is running and generating me CPUs, which is nice. This is running and generating 100, but we need to do more. I know that. Yeah, it's not that it would, if you made me invisible and then made me 8-bit, you don't see the 8-bit, so it's not worth doing. So yeah, but all of them queue, So there's 3 different hello there's. So yeah. Okay. Well, enjoy your stream. Yeah. Yeah, the 8-bit it doesn't show though very well, but auto tag. Hello, I hope you have a good day. Yes, Dragon, have a good one. Whatever you decide to stream in the end. Okay. On the strategy. Well, have fun. Now, what this poll? Gonna go with 5. No. Maybe. How many can the big polls do? They can do 10 connections, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's halfway. Okay, Kaloni, stay safe. Stay safe. Have a good one. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. It's 5 on the small polls. It's 10 on the big ones. Right. So what we're gonna do? We're going to come down here. I'm going to station upgrades. We're coming here, and we're going to build. Ooh. An orbital laser. It would help if I actually click the build button, wouldn't it? I'm firing my laser. Now we want to move the bus, but I need to leave a little bit of space, so we might need to expand this. And by expand, I mean build more of them. So, right. What I need to do is sit down on top of this tree. Urger, look at that. The tree doesn't have a hitbox when I want to use it. Oh, no. Oh, it's like that, is it? Right. Okay. We'll sit on top of this pipe then instead. I'll be fine. I'm laser proof. I'm lava proof. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I thought we built the laser. I thought we had the laser already, to be honest with you, but yeah. I love how if you change the fog distance as well, it removes the clouds. Let the clouds completely disappear if you change the fog distance. That's quite cool. I like that. So we have clear skies. Nothing but clear skies. Nothing but blue skies. Yeah. So if you set it down, was it? Yeah, the clouds rip. there. So the fog gets rid of the clouds, which is cool. Which is cool. I don't know what the default distance is. No, I didn't see it the other day. But yeah. I see skies are blue and clouds are white. Right, so there's no distance between 500 and 5,000. 400, 300. So I guess 300 is kind of the default. Three 350. Oh. 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 Okay. 350 is the 340 makes my ring a bit better. 320. That's so different. I don't know what. That is because it's a sphere coming out from me, and I guess it's pointing in the direction. Yeah. So I guess the 300 is the default range, which is just outside of the view distance. It's okay, I'll keep the sky clear for you. Don't worry. Yeah. So set to 400, it just gets rid of the clouds. Oh no, you can just kind of see the clouds in the distance, around the edges of the screen. Got a vignette of clouds. So 500 turns everything off. Okay. Cool. Right. So, what do I want to do? What do I do here? I wanted to. We need to make a note of all the things we need for bots. Not how many we need, just what we need. So I need to make sure I run all the belts out for each one of these items. So like this requires sheets, advanced circuits, circuit boards, that's right, advanced machine parts, circuit boards, hover engines, energy cells. I need to run all them out to this endpoint here. So let's just run the belts out so I don't have to write anything down, shall we? Thermalite sheets. Let's start with the oldie thermalite sheets. Boop. Where are we going to run them out to? Shall we say we run them out to this rock here? Which means getting rid of a couple of trees. Would you please excuse us, trees? You're in the way. You'll kindly step to one side. You, very giant hard tree. You're a very small tree. And you're a very big tree. Okay. I've got a thing to let's make a massive tundra tree. Where's the big ones? Where's the big ones? Is that the big ones? Oh, okay. Put you over there. There you go. Grow, my friend, grow. Boop. Okay. So, thermalite sheets, advanced machinery. Fortunately, I think a lot of stuff uses the same things. So, I just want to find out the minimum belts we need for stuff coming out here. Oop. A bit of a test, a massive update to a certain game you love, which means it's getting closer. Let me in, let me in. Not to testing, let me into streaming. Go on, have a word, have a word. You should actually come down another one there. Boop. hover engines, which I don't think I actually have on the bus. No, they're here. Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Get out of my way. Right, what's the last one there? Energy cells. So we want to come to here. Then run along. Like that. Okay. And then energy cells, which also need to come down by one. And then the circuit boards are technically misaligned. I do not care. Okay, so there's the first guy done. So the next one wants sheets. Right, this is where we have a problem. This is where I have a problem because I'm a very foolish hedgehog and mess something up. So I replaced the standard machine parts with advanced machine parts. So we no longer have standard machine parts on the bus. So I need to go back and correct that, but I don't know how to do that. I think we could either run it up and along, or bring it down and next door to it. I think up and along is going to be the easiest way, isn't it? Yeah, we could go to the right or the left. I think I'd rather go to the left because I know the left is... the right's clearer as well anyway. Yeah, I think going to the left and along would be the better way. And we can do that with a little bit of jiggery-pokery here very easily, actually. So let's do that. So you come up there. We get the splitter, and the splitter sits there. And the splitter sits there. And then the splitter comes off this one and goes that way. And then we get a down here. Then all it needs to do is come all the way along. And when we go up because of a thingamabob, it goes up. There. And go up there. And then it's gonna go down here. A little bit awkward. I need to run in there, don't I, and do it this way. Boop. Boop. Okay. It's fine. They're next to each other. That doesn't matter because when we turn the corner, we can change them up. Okay. So electronic components and hover engines. We have all the rest of them. We just need electronic components, which are conveniently right here. Okay, next bot. Xenoferrite plates, machine parts, electronic components. I've done something wrong here. Yes, I have. Oh, but I had to. Yes, I moved that over because of the power line. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Oh, what happened here? Oh, don't have enough. Don't have enough belts. Oh, we're not making Mark 3 belts and that or not as well, are we? Ah. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to redo the conveyor factory. I'm going to grab the conveyors down there, the conveyors here, and then rebuild it. But they require CPUs, and CPUs are only being made at the top up here, aren't they? So... CPUs... We might make a second CPU thing just for the belts. We're going to start specialising the bus. Generic bus isn't working. Because I'm bad at building the generic bus, so... But it's a living thing. It evolves. It changes into whatever we need. Where are we here? Machine parts. We've done that. Steel beams. Advanced machine part. Electronic. Steel. Steel. You. Come with me. Boop. Glass. Oop. Oh, I missed one. Weapon components. We're not making weapon components. Ah! It needs explosives. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I say it's not good because explosives need ignium. I don't have ignium running on the bus anywhere. Right, okay. Okay, so let me eat the last bit of food. Come on. That one's good. That one's good. Yep. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Yep. Polymer. Right. We need weapon systems. Also, that's a lot of belts. I didn't expect that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 12 belts for different bots. That's a surprising amount of belts. And I think so. This would be the point where we turn it around, so that gives enough space for us to put in 1, 2, maybe 3 more of those. So yeah, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 for the combat things. Have I missed one? Is there a 13th one I need? Have I missed one? Chapper, have I missed one somewhere? Are you paying more attention than me? Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. None of them need Technum, right? None of them need Technum. Did I miss the Technum one? I'm paranoid now thinking I need the Technum one. No. There's 13 bots. Yeah, there's 13 bots, but they only need 12 belts worth of stuff coming in. That's what I mean. Yeah, there are 30 bots. But so these are all the components needed to make all 13 bots. Well, we need one more belt. The reason I wanted to figure these out is so that when I turn the corner with them and go that way, we can consolidate them down to a smaller round. Need to make sure. I do need to make an Excel sheet so that I can pump all the numbers in, and then we can figure out how much I need to be creating to do it. However, I don't have Excel, so I can't do that. I'll have to do a Google Sheet stock instead, if that's okay with you, because that's free and available to everybody. Although I'm pretty sure there's a free version of Excel, isn't there? I know it's OpenOffice. Does OpenOffice have Excel? I've never used OpenOffice. I've always just used Google Docs. Right. So we need to refactor the bus slightly, which does mean dislike Google Sheets. I've gone with Google Sheets so far, although I was one of the few people that got on with Excel and all the formulas and all the bits and pieces, and you type in the thing and make a pie chart from stuff. And everybody else that I remember back when we was using was it Excel 96, Office 4 or something? I can't remember what it was, but this would have been back in 1996. I think it was, and everyone hated the whole using Excel, and I was like, it's easy, you just type equals and then capital SUM and then in brackets just type whatever you need to do and it works. You take this one, you take that one, or you equals sum, open a parentheses, not brackets, because yeah, and then click the cell you want to put in there and then go add, click the next cell, and it works, and it hasn't changed for 30 years. So yeah, it was only Office. Okay, because there's Open Office as well, which I think is free, isn't it? So I just use Google Sheets. It's available online, it's available everywhere I go. I get it on my phone. I am absolutely at the mercy of Google. Really easy, really easy, you know, very much. Google is the Lord and Master, the Overlord. Yeah. Right, so we are making explosives here. Why don't I just put them on the bus and send them up? We can just expand that to make more. This was purely for me so that I could do things, but what are we doing for fuel? Let's top up our fuel. That would just make sense, wouldn't it? That would just make sense. Let's get some fluid assembler 1s being made. Also, I'm very confused. It says fluid assembler 1. There is no fluid assembler 2. Like barrel filler 1. There is no barrel filler 2. Why have version 1 of them when there isn't a version 2? Unless there's a secret version 2 somewhere that I'm not aware of. What do these make? These make 12 a minute. This is running our ignium fuel setup, isn't it? But this is fine. I need to put a few more cases in there, don't I? Let's make 95 of them. That'll do. PowerPoint was Microsoft Office slideshow thing, wasn't it? It was a presentation, yeah. Yes, there is, and that's fine. That's fine because we have that here. We have that here. We have a system where if there's any gaps on the belt, it will fill it with ignium. So our generators never die on us. Even if they switch to using less efficient fuel, they won't die. They will keep running. That's kind of the purpose. But seeing that there makes me realise we need more casing. Nope, not wanted. It's used to put people to sleep. Yep. Okay, how much ignium are you going to use now, though? Times 192 ignium, and you are producing. Oh, just a few. But I think we needed that because don't these require ridiculous amounts? Yeah. But these get first dibs, so yeah. Yeah, only Office has presentations. Yeah. Yeah, which would be their PowerPoint version. Yep. Right. Okay. So we've done that there. Excuse me. Where do I run the line up to run along? We have a big gap, don't we? Because we use glass, we use steel, but nothing in between it. So let's put it there. Let's put it here. Put it here. Next to steel. So it's going to go there. Move that fuel line. Might have to move that fuel line. Yep. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Let me run this up to here. Oop. You're making 60, correct? No, 12, 24, 48. You're making 48. Okay. Should be fine. Should be fine. And then we run into a belt. Okay. So my question is, where do I want to put in the because we're going to take out this. This is not going to be here anymore. We're going to take out those two. What else do they need? Sheets. And thermalite sheets coming in here and are going to this one here. So we could switch this over to doing weapons. Yeah. Okay. So you need explosives, machine parts, and that. So machine parts are running underneath because we actually have now run the machine parts up. That's convenient. So we can tap into those as well. Beautiful. Plan is coming together. So the heavy construction bots will change into weapon components, which means we'll come out of here and then we will go probably where the explosives are and come along, and that will be where our last one is. Awesome. Okay. So there will be another belt. Which comes along through here. We have a few more things to add to the bus, like the robot parts and the hydraulic things they need to add to it, but they're going to go the opposite direction. So I'm not... They go on the end and just zoom that way instead, so we're not fussed about that. These also need desperately expanding as well. And CPUs. So these three need to be added to the bus. But as I said, that's going to go that way, so that's for all of these parts. There. Oh, you need a barrel. We're doing everything apart from the barrel for that guy. The farmer robot torso needs a barrel. We can do that though. What's a barrel? It's just xenoferrite plates. That's fine. That's not a problem. Barrel of luminite. We can recycle the barrels. We can empty the barrel of luminite. Can you not create barrels of other stuff? Can you just do olimite? You can't barrel all the liquids? That seemed a bit daft. Oh, mind you, you can only barrel this because you can buy this, can't you? You can't buy these things from the market, so... Yeah. Okay. So that will come from here. This one we need to leave intact, and this one we need to leave intact, but we might move this, and indeed this, over and somewhere, like, turn it around or something out of the way. because we might need to expand the circuits, and it can't be expanded. So this may have to be moved, which will be awkward because it's got 250 or 25,000 construction materials, and I can't carry that many on me. So we'll have to build a second one and see if we can't output from this one to another one. Oh no, we couldn't. You can't output construction materials, can you? Oh, you can. Oh. Okay. Okay, if you can, that's even easier then. So we can have this running into this machine, in this here, and then from the outside of this, it can feed into a machine here, a thing here for taking it up to the station. So we don't need this buffer here. The buffer will be 250 or 25,000 for that. So cool. Okay. Because the only stats is 75, which is kind of awkward, but that's not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. Hello there. Well, we desperately need to do this. What have we got here? What do we got here? Heavy duty bots. Great, that. Doop. Let's pay off another 300,000. Doop. We need it under the 2 billion mark. We're getting there. We're getting there. Bum, 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 bum. Right. Okay. So if we say this is the point where we're going to turn, can we sell construction parts? I think so. Sales platform, Galactic Market. Recon trade, sell. Yeah, we can sell them. They sell for 10 each. So we could be selling them off as well. And this sells for 1 each. I'm surprised we have 2,000 of this in the station. To be honest, I'm very surprised we have that. Oh, something else popped up. Vacuum bot. Oop. What are we focusing on? We focus on the heavy duty transport bot. Okay, right. So we have an orbital laser. I would like to use the orbital laser. Okay, it comes at an angle from the station, doesn't it? It comes from that point to wherever you're looking. So if I clicked here, it would blow up all this. So none of that we want to do here. I've never used the laser. I don't know what it encounters. I thought that was in shadow. I genuinely thought that was in shadow. Like, what is it in shadow from? But it's not. It's just at the top of the mountain. Apparently, isn't covered in snow, which is strange. But yeah, but we want to give it. So here we go. Here we go. Let's go and Yeah! You can dig tunnels. Awesome. I like it. I like it. Look, we dug a tunnel. How awesome is that? Nice way of removing lots of stuff quickly. It's not exactly flattening the terrain for us, but it is it's definitely digging it down far enough for us to put the bus in afterwards, which is what we want. We will definitely have to be doing some terrain clearing afterwards. Pew, 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 pew. So if you move around too quickly, it doesn't seem to be able to get a grip on stuff to destroy very quickly. Okay, okay. I like the laser. I like the laser. It feels just as tactically deployable as normal explosives do. Like, it's not going to make flat terrain for you. But it will definitely help you clear a mountain out much quicker than if you were mining it by hand. But I'm going to have to find the dirt now to level this out. I also don't know what level I actually want to be at here, so say this level. Which actually means I don't have to do a great deal of leveling out, which would be cool. Yeah. A bit OP. I mean, it's not easy to fire. It's not. Yes, it is powerful, but it's not going to be making you. It's not a flat in the land. It's digging out the land randomly like this, and then you've got to go in and fill it out. It's basically putting explosives down. Look at the holes. Look at the holes. It's putting explosives down and making them go boom, 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 boom. So, you know, it certainly beats doing this, which is very time consuming. But it's not something I'll be using anywhere near my base for precision work. Let's put it that way. Okay. That's okay. I can clean up my own mess by paving over the top of it and ignoring it. Which is what we're going to probably do. Because we have dug down far enough. So this is where I want to turn the bus. I want to go that way. But what I want to do is I want to turn the bus, and then I want to put the actual bot factory on this side of the bus. Okay. So I'm not going to put it this side and then mess up the stuff there. We're going to put it that side of the bus. Okay. Which means I also need to turn it that way at the same time, and then put the robot assemblies that side, which is why I want to flatten this mountain down. Look at that over there. And then the added ones that come out of here can come along to the end and then turn that way on the end, and there'll just be a couple of extra ones along here, which will be fine because most of these are going that way, a few are going that way. We also need to barrel something, so I need to bring some barrel stuff in. That's not a problem. Yeah. So what I need to do is I need to turn the bus, but I also need to split it. Because some items need to go this way, some need to go that way, some need to go west, some need to go east. And I'm not sure which ones need to go which way. So, let's see here. CPU time! We've done the CPUs! Yay! We did the CPUs. Look, they're here. Good. There they are. There's all the CPUs on the belt. Ready to go. Ready to go. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, but it didn't. So that's fine. But hello. Hello. Why? Why did my brain was going to say something completely different then? But yeah, you got hello. Hope you're having a good day. I was going to pronounce your name completely wrong then, and I caught myself in the middle of it. No, stop that. Right. So we want to split these. And then send some this way and some that way. Which is going to be awkward. Also, what happened to my jetpack fuel? Did I not swap that over? Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Give me the power of jetpack. Oh, right. Okay, so I need to do that way. Pick up 200 and drop it on mine. Okay. Oop. Right. How do I split this two ways? Or equally allowing... Can't just do... Well, I can't do that. I've got to rate these. Well, this needs to be moved anyway. If I put that there, then we just have one belt come this way, and another belt is going to have to go up and go that way. Which means you are going to have to come along and you will go this way. But then you need to go up. And you can't go up there. There's the belt above you. You'd have to go one further out. But then that wouldn't line up. Oh, I know what we should do. I know what we should do. What if we reversed this belt back around and then turned it that way? Almost that's it. I messed up these two belts, didn't I? I messed up those two belts. They're too close together. We can't have them run side by side. There's got to be a gap in between them to do anything we want to do here. Okay, let's fix that problem. Let's fix that problem. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. The problem actually comes from way back here. way, way, way back here somewhere. You are no longer needed to be a splitter. Okay. The problem arises here. So we had to move that over to get the power pole in. But then I didn't reset the location of this. So let us fix that oversight. So we want to go that way by one. And then this way. Down. Is that right? Yeah, that goes right to the end, like that. Boom. Okay. And then the metal, these guys. You actually want to change over like this. And go down to here. Like that. Okay. And then what I should be able to do is just put in, well, not one of these every point because that won't work, but one of these every 2 points going forward to the end, and there'll be, and more of them will go over there. So I want to start at this end because there'll be more here, and we want to go back. So let's get rid of this very large hard tree. There's definitely a tree and not a pile of rock. And then we want to come here. I want to do that. Come out by 2. Go up by 1 and then go across. You no, because we can't put that in there because of the hippo. Right, what am I doing wrong here? This one has to double back on itself, doesn't it? Either this is double back on itself or... No, this has to double back. Like that. We're going to create that. That's the only way I can do this to make it work while allowing me to raise up this like this. You should be able to go that way and you'll have a 2 gap between you there. You come along here, down there, and do that. Okay. You'll come forward 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. And we just add splitters onto the end of all of these guys like this. We have to go and get more ramps because I don't have enough. Let's top up everything, shall we? So conveyor balancers. Oop. Conveyor ramps. Oop. Conveyors. We'll come back and get power flooring later. Don't need loaders. Not for now. Right, okay. Bum ba bum ba bum. Missed one. No. Spaghetti is belts in, up, over, under, around. This is perfectly balanced. There may be a little bit of in, up, over and around, but it's not like I'm going to come back to this and be like, huh, where does this belt go? What does that belt do? At least we won't do that for a good 5 or 10 episodes. Nah, die, rock, die. Control chaos control. That's what us hedgehogs are all about. We're all about chaos. We're all about a bit of chaos. Oh, on there. Do 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 do. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So the bus now splits evenly, left and right. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We just need to add one there, and there's going to be like 3 here on the end. But because of the way I've done this, with the way it spreads out there, the 3 on the end can just come back this way, and it's fine. And it is beautiful, and it is wonderful, and there is much rejoicing. Much rejoicing. So, what I do need to do, however, is either bite the bullet and put the power floor back in underneath the bus, which I don't think I want to do, or do something with a way to make power go across this. We need power over there, and over there. Well, actually, we'll just run this up. This is like our apron. I've only got 139, so we won't go very far with it. Go there. And this will come down because we're going to go down here into the water. And I think I'm going to put the bot factory is going to be on the surface of the water. So we'll be down here in the water building the bots, and over there the assembly lines will be over there. Assembly lines require a lot more space, so yeah, look at that. The map says that mountain's basically gone. Although it is only showing the rock on top of the mountain, so yeah. So the assembly lines can start here and go this way up into the mountains that way, which is fine because there's not really many mountains over there. That'll be fine. Yeah, so we're not going to start the robot production until we get to like here. We'll come down, we'll put the first robots in here. I also don't remember the order of the robots. Did I add glass? Yes, glass is here. Glass is there. There's glass. We're good. We need 13 belts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 12 belts. Yes, 13 bots, 12 belts. Yes. 13 bots, 12 bots. Okay. So let me get some more power floor. We will also probably go into making the Mega Blast Furnace thing for the Techem and stuff like that, just because I want to. Like Billy Piper once said, because I want to. Simple as that. So, yeah. You are good, so that means the spaceship has just landed. Awesome. You are also very good, which means the spaceship has also landed. You are running off of that mine over there at the moment. Why is that different colours? I thought orange meant the thing was backed up and green meant it was going. Doesn't matter. Whoa! Where's your landing lights? Oh. Nearly had a crash. This will be for minerals, but we don't have minerals yet. Minerals are running off of that there. This is fine though, because we're good. Okay, everything is good down here. Cool, right. I mean, I nearly, but he landed in front of me. I didn't hit him. It was a near miss, which is a very strange sentence when you think about it. We was involved in a near miss. No, we was involved in a near crash. Okay. A near miss means you fail to miss, which means you hit something. That would be called a crash. Oh, you know what I should do as well? Over here. Up. Up, 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 up. Look, here you go. Have the 190 fuel casings that I made ages ago. How is our power supply going? Ooh, 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 ooh. We don't like that. We don't like that. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't. That's better. If you zoom out, you don't see it so badly. Yeah, we're going to need more power, aren't we? That should be fine. The funny thing is, that one piece of ignium will make its way all the way to the very end of the belt. Wait for this machine to consume up all of its fuel rods. Then it'll pick up the one piece of ignium, or two pieces of ignium, because there's two there. It'll pick up one, and then it'll burn through that, and then pick up fuel rods again, and then switch to the next one. And it's only ever that last one that ever runs on the ignium. But I'd rather have it than not have it there. Right. We need more of those. We'll do that later. I'm having fun building platforms. I never did build my bridge. I spoke about building it. I think I needed to just do something different there. It was. I need to do something to take my mind off of things at the time, and it's done. But we have some architecture that we could put in if we wanted to. Oh, there is something else on the bus I haven't put on yet. Science packs. I didn't put science packs on there. Mind you, they need robot parts, hydraulic pistons, and CPUs. Do you know where the hydraulic pistons, CPUs, and robot parts are going to be? They're going to be coming out over here, joining the bus and going this way. All three of them next to each other. I think pink science will end up being built right here, and then shipped under the bus and along. I think that's what will happen. Yep. Okay, so we want to build our little apron up here. Let's say to there. Okay. So this is where we want our bus to start. But don't want it to start here. I want it to start down there. Yes, you have to have every science. If the science you're doing requires like all 5 packs, the science facility must have all 5, one of each type in it. So yes, you can't do it. Otherwise that'd be so much easier because you just put the blue one in one science, the red in another, the green in another. But no, they have to go in each place there. So this is where we want it to start. So I'm going to come along here. This is not what we're actually doing. Then we're going to go down here. Pick a number, pick a number. Minus 60. Minus 60 seems like a good number. Let's go with minus 60. Boop. Right, this will not stay here. This is just purely for measurement. So that is where I want to start. So I'm going to do a little bit of mining. I do need to mine some because I want to get some. No, I don't. No, I don't. Hey, laser. Unlock. Go. Huh. Well, that wasn't what I expected to happen. That wasn't what I expected to happen at all. Come on, water, fix yourself. Do the Minecrafty thing. Nice. Then we can probably do the same here by taking out the end pieces. Yay! Okay, Minecraft water design. Okay. Huh. I like how it's pulling up there. That's weird. So this is where our bot production is going to go. What I haven't considered, however, because I'm an idiot, is that we need landing pads, don't we? Which probably means taking out this mountain here. Put landing pads back there, because I don't know how much, like, get me a, put down the assembler Mark III. Let's put down this one. Okay, put on. Right, should have power because we are powered from the main grid. Yes, we are. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in like a transformer here. I'm going to run the main power line out, and then we'll put up transformers on the end to power this whole thing, so they'll be on their own separate grid. So if we go to robots and we go with, let's just start with the transport bot, which I think is the first one you unlock. I really need to figure out what order we unlock these in so I can put them in. Not that it particularly matters, but yeah. Uh-oh. Bad grid strained already. Cool, so these have been upgraded, haven't they? Haven't they? Does this give me the base number or does it give me the... Base time is 10 seconds. Okay. So you say 5 seconds. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. No, no, no. Doesn't the I need to talk to this. I need to talk to the station. I need to talk to the station. 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 I need to read something. Station. R&D. produces extra products without spending more input. So that's not speed. That doesn't speed them up, does it? No. Okay, doesn't speed them up. It just means we produce more product. So I assume if we're like a 10% efficiency, then every 10 we make, we get 2 out of the 10th one. Because we're currently at a 14% efficiency. Which means every 10 we get an extra 1.4 of them come out. So a new one every 8 or so? Is that how it works? Does it just literally pop out 2 instead of 1? I'm guessing that's how it works. Okay. What I was concerned about there was that it was changing the production time. So I don't know whether this is the original number or whether this is a new number, the improved number, but it's not. This is the standard one. It takes 5 seconds in the assembler 3. 60 divided by 5 is 12. How many bots did we want to make? What should we aim for? What number would be a good number? A 100 a minute? I did say 1,000 a minute, but that's 83 of these machines. Maybe 1,000 a minute is a bit much. 100 a minute would be 8 of these machines. How about 60 a minute? How about we aim for 60 a minute? 1 robot a second of each type. Does that sound like a good number? I think that sounds like a good number. Because then that's 1 robot per second, 13 robots, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13 bots and 5 robots. Every second we want to make. I think that's a good number. We're going to go with that. 60 divided by 12 means we need 5 assembler Mark 3s producing these bots. That doesn't take into account the bonuses. The bonuses are purely a bonus. So what I want to know is what the slowest one is. So what we got here? 30 seconds. 8. 12, 12, 12. So Mason's drone is the slowest one. That will need 15 of these guys. 15 of them in a row. With a ship landing pad behind it. Probably want to go with the bigger ship landing pad, which are 31 by 31 by 19. Okay, so if we're going to go with 15 times 3 means we need 45 tiles. We can technically start right on the edge of this because these will come down and they can ship in there. So we need 45 tiles. That is 32. There's not much of a mountain to take out here anyway, is there? So I need, so for the maintenance drones, which are the biggest ones, we're going to have 15 of those guys, which is 45, and then we're going to add the big pad to it, which is 31 the size, the length of them? Yeah, 31 is the length of them. Okay, so that means that, so we have to add 31 to that, so add 31 to that, and then we want to have a bit of space in between it. We don't need a buffer. I'm not fussed about having a buffer here. That's what the station is for. Let's add one there. So I need 79 tiles from here out there. We are at 477. We need to go to here. It's a lot of mountains to take out. It's a lot of mountains to take out. Do I do that, or do we just move further out into the water? I feel like moving further out into the water would be the solution I'm looking for here, rather than trying to destroy a mountain. Although we do have the laser. But I'd rather move out into the mountain. It's further out into the mountain, so that's fine. So 556 is where we've got to go to. 556 here. So that means I have to come out to, good lord, like here. So that's where the first... Whoa. Whoa, hang on. Yeah. Uh-oh. That's where our first platform is going to be. That's a long way out from there. Can I do this in another way? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Belts are belts. Belts don't care. Belts don't care. There. So that's going to be the size of the thing we're doing. Most of it's going to be kind of empty land, because a lot of them, the machine, it doesn't have to be that big. I can jewel it up. Yep, hold on. So we're going to have to go with 8 times 3 plus whatever size the shipping pad is. Hold on, let's recalculate this. Plus 31 plus 3. So 58 we need to go to. Add 477, which means you only need to go to 535. Is here. Which will take us back to here. Which isn't as big of a pad and isn't as far away. the ships will come down and land there and there and there and there and flop and do their thing. Yeah, if this is where we started. And that would shrink down. We'd do a dual line for the construction drone is the only one that's the awkward one, isn't it? That's 30 seconds. All the rest are 8, 12, 15, 20, 10, 12. Most are 15. One is 20. How wide is the landing pad? Hold on. 27. Got some. It's 27. And that would allow output to there. How many resources does a construction drone mark? Oh, it needs 5 different things. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, my idea was going to be maybe we could run like multiple machines next to each other. And like have 2 lines of it or 3 lines for something, because we've got plenty of space width-wise. This is the whole area we've got to build the thing in. But if it requires 5 inputs, we're going to be using both sides of them. So that would be 3 inputs on one side, 2 inputs the other, and an output. And I need 15 of these guys. I'm not making assembly of 3s as well on the belt. I thought about that. That's okay. 27 wise, how many could I fit in? So we'll do that to let the path go down the side there, but then it would probably have to come out the front and we'd have to have stuff go into the back. So we have 3 things come down in front and then went along. That come down that side. Couldn't do that. It would have to go in by 1 more, wouldn't it? Doesn't matter about space from that thing. That's fine. We're not just but then we'd have a belt. We need 5 belts to go to this, so we need 3 in front. They all need to have their own input. However, that one can input like that. That one can input like that. Because that is valid. Then this one would input like that. Then we'd have another one that comes down, goes around the back there, and another one that comes around, goes around the back there. Okay, that's the 5 inputs on there. Then they can output to about here. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could get 8 in like that. Then we need to do another row of those. There would have to be another row of those. If I did another row of those, they would be positioned here. Let's just say all the belts came in from the end. There. And then you can reach to that one. No, you can't. You'd have to be offset, wouldn't you? Yeah. Grab some of those. Hold on. If we did that, right, but then for this guy to reach that, he's got to go here. There we go. And then you can all reach everywhere you're reaching to. Right, that's fine. Which means you'd have to be offset to there. That's not a problem because we need 7 and 8 to make 15. Okay, that would also require 2 belts running this way and 1 belt running this way. How much space does that need? $19. That's what we're going to have to do. So we'd turn this will come in this way. So we'd have inputs down the center, which are read by both sides. And then down the outside, we'd have different ones. And then they would offload to the end, come along, plug into the ship that would be back here, which means that's the closest we could go for that. However, do I really want to have all the spaceships that are landing in a straight line? Do we want them all landing in a straight line, or can they be staggered? It doesn't actually matter gameplay wise. Which would look better? 13 medium ships all running in a row. I'll have a look in a moment there, but doing 13 ships all landing in a row. They all come down and land in the same place. Or with, and you've got to remember that some of these will have like 5 machines up here and then just belts that run to them. Or do I want to do the shorter ones down here, put the landing pads in here, and then go along and put landing pad behind it, and then the landing pads will go out sort of, they'll move with the things. We'll do the shorter time ones here, and then go longer and longer as we go along. It'll become longer time ones as it goes along. I like that idea. I like that idea because I want to try and put it as close to this as I can. That's the whole reason behind it. Not that we can get one in here. I think this is the closest we can get one in anyway. Can I build one of these ones? 100 concrete and advanced components. Advanced components should be here. Concrete hasn't been used for a while, actually. Concrete, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to have lots of open space between the factory and the pad. Because yes, the maintenance drones are going to be the biggest one. they're going to use up a lot of space. But if we look at something like what's the quickest one to make? 8, 15, 10, 12, 8 seconds. 8 seconds, like the planter drone, for instance. And we want to have 60 per minute. Planter drone. You make 15. We only need 4 machines. I know these are Mark 2, but we only need 4 machines. That's it. So we have 4 machines, and then if we don't put the landing pads until right at the end there, there's going to be this giant space, this gap. Which I know doesn't bother the belts. The belts don't care whether they're in a big gap or whether they're all spaghettied up, but it bothers me. I want to preserve the mountain and be efficient with space. So, yeah. There's no reason we couldn't have these facing this way as well and have the belts come in, and then like that. So, all the belts could unload here, turn 90 degrees, go along in front of it to feed them, and then out the back they put the bots. They come along, go down, and into the landing pad, which will be behind them there. So we'll do a bit of a loop. This requires 4 different inputs, is that right? Yeah, 4 inputs. So we'll have 3 on the front, 1 on the back, and then 1 output, which will then come out, loop around, and go dump and into the landing pad, which could be right behind it. I don't know if I could actually get a landing pad in here. I want it to face that way, but I want it to be there. That's only 5 or 6 tiles. That's not so bad. We could come to about here somewhere, couldn't we? Or just eat into them out a little tiny bit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 tiles off the end of that. That would be 7 tiles off the end of it. I could actually also rotate them around. They could sit here like this. Then the factory could be here, and it just feeds into it. Can I put you in? Oh, I can. Oh, put you in. So that's the inputs and that's the outputs. I'm wondering whether we could put all the assemblers down here. I could have the belt feed off. The assemblers could be behind the factory, and then they feed into the belt at the end. I just need to make sure that the inputs are at the end of the factory, so we don't just have to move this over depending on how many buildings we have. So this could potentially sit in here like this. I do need the other thing as well is it doesn't need power flooring, does it? The landing pads don't require flooring, which is odd. They don't require any power at all. I guess they get it from this solar panel here. I guess that's where they get all their power from. The solar panels. Yep. Oh, there's a thing on either side of the large pads. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. let's... Oh, jeez. Give me that back. Let's say that's the start of the factory. Okay, that's going to be the start of the factory. So what if we took this landing pad and put it... If I turned it round, though, the inputs would be on the closer side. So we'd have to do that and then have a belt come back again. Well, that wouldn't really hurt either. Right. I'm going to take out some of this area here, though, because I want to bring all the belts down, because they want to be on the ground level at this point here. So we're going to do a little bit of mining. Do you know what? I'm going to make the belts float across the water. It's going to be a little bit more than a little bit of mining. Oh, I don't want to use the laser. I might take out my factory. Nope. Nope. Not risking that. Not risking that. I don't know if I want to. Go on then. Go on then. Unlock. Go for it. Oh, that was no. If I did that there, that's going to mess up that. It does make a complete mess of things, though. So I'm going to have to rebuild this myself. Put it back up again. Did help a little. It did help, though. It definitely helped. A lot quicker than having to mine it all out myself. But we can rebuild. We can remake a mountain. Even if it might be a hollow mountain. Okay. It might be a hollow mountain. Yes. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. That's why I was concerned about the angle. Oh, nice. You all filled in quite nicely. You're filled in quite nicely. Take out those. Take out this here. It does destroy buildings. Yes, Dragon said that. Dragon said that. It does destroy buildings. I don't think I need to mine this out down here, but I want to make the mountain look nice and smooth. So what I want to do is have I don't want to have this here. Well, I don't have enough to do it anyway. Actually, we can do it here, can't we? Let's do this. Let's build out 2 deep like that. Put that in there as well. Okay. And then basically this is going to have the oh, it only just reaches. Ooh. Ooh. That's what I want to do. I want to bring them down and have them stop right there. And then I want to make this whole mountain smooth to that point, which means I need to take out a bit more as well. Okay. Boop. Ah, should I don't want to do this. No, we want to have it floating above. Did we go up or down? How did we do the bus? I've forgotten. We went up by 1, didn't we? Yes, so now we'd have it on the water, and then it can go up by 1. That's fine. Okay. Need more conveyor slopes. Bum 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 bum. Oh, gone too far. Give me the 100. Yeah. Do 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 boop 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 boop. You're in a very precarious situation there, little cheap dude. Don't do that. Don't jump down the hole. You're just going to get a conveyor belt on the head. I mine out that one. That gets rid of that, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm a cute hedgehog? Oh, I don't know about that. I'm a hedgehog with an incredibly powerful laser that I could destroy the moon with if I was that way inclined. But unfortunately I'm not, so we're okay. We're safe. However, Emble, hello, good evening. How are you today? I hope you have been having a fantastic and wonderful day. Right, there we go. Here we went 2. Let's do the same here then, shall we? 2. Boom. Do 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 do. Aha! Well, how do you explain that one then, Emble? How could I possibly be cute and only 8-bit? Not possible. Not possible. Therefore, your argument is invalid. See, low quality does not mean cute. Got a hot sausage wrapped in bread. Very, very nice. Sounds almost good enough to eat. Quick and simple, the best way to be. Food should be quick and simple. Actually, quick, simple, and tasty. Do. Kind of wish I hadn't used the laser at all here, because now I can't rebuild the mountain to make it look as natural as it once did. It would have been a lot easier to just dig out the channels for these things and work on it that way. Let's try and make it look, well, not necessarily natural. It's going to be obviously artificially carved out, but it's going to look a lot smoother than just mined out completely. Of course, I forgot that. It's going to have that one support thing on the end of it, isn't it? Yeah, I really wish I hadn't mined this mountain out at all now. Nope. Wish there was an option as well to turn off the conveyor supports. Really don't want them. Do. Okay, let's fill this one up as well. Do. Do. Oh, it's not quite right, but that's the loop. Right, so then, oh, we want to go here and put in a row there. Fly, Damien. There we go. A beautifully carved out mountain that looks absolutely fine and has no problems whatsoever. Doesn't have any snow on it because I haven't been using the snow blocks. But it's fine. It's fine. There we go. It's done. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. So now I want to put in our... Not that one. Not that one. This one. Beautiful big boy. Or do I want to put that in there? I'm not too sure. put that in there. One of the belts along, and they come down here. And this is going to be whatever the quickest thing was. So they will start here. 3, 4, 5. And there'll be 5 away from that. So we can reach out by 3 and onto the belt there. And it should 1 away from this, so it won't interfere with any of this, and then it comes down and plugs in. Okay, cool. Now you are going to be whatever the quickest bot was. What was the quickest bot? I need to make a list of all these, don't I? Yeah. Yep, I need to make a list of all these just to find out. What inputs we need, what outputs we need, and how we're going to do things. So I'm going to do that, because the only problem to this design would be... Actually, no, because they'd be moved down. The ships be moved down, depending on how many we have. So let me just put in these here. So we want to put in 4 of these, right? So 1 faces forward, and then 3 face away. And you're going to do the fastest one, which I think was the planter bot. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Yep, so we'll start here. So planter bot. Requires 4 inputs. Then outputs, which will go into, well, I can go to the first one because that's where we are. Okay. Doop. Doop and doop. They should all be outputs and not inputs. Output. 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 And depending on the size of this, depends on the amount of machines and things we have. And we'll just move this down. The landing pad will just get moved down if we can't put enough in. So we've got a 3 gap here. Okay. Yeah, so we just go. Need to be in Mark 3s, I know, that's fine, but I'm just setting up like this for the moment. Then we need to bring in whatever belts we want to bring in. So here wants to have down slopes for each one of these. And then we need to bring all of these up because they're all used in almost every place. Bring them all up to here. Do, 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 do. I can see that this guy ended up walking along our belts, ended up stranded out in the water somewhere. No. Don't have enough belts. Do. Do. Give me your conveyors, all of them, all of them. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to put them on the end of the bus so that they because the way I've got it at the moment is that components obviously take from the bus and then bots are skipped until the end. But what happens then is that the end bots, so whatever bots are being made down here, get priority over anything else. So I think what I'd rather do is have everything take off the bus here that needs to take off the bus, fine. Then when we split it evenly between the two, we'll just have splitters splitting evenly all the way down. Does mean the first lots get more than the ones afterwards, but that's just how it goes. I also haven't really taken into account that we might have to run second light belts for everything, like 2 lots of belts for stuff. So I have no idea how we're going to do that if we ever come to doing that. I just have absolutely no idea, which we will probably have to do, because if I want to have like well, let's just have a look at this one, shall we? So I need to do electronic components 30 times 4. We're at 120 electronic components just for the first bot. So it is entirely possible, in fact it's going to happen, that we are going to saturate or completely drain all the lines of all the stuff. This is why I need to make a sheet of all the bot parts. All these. I need to make a sheet of all of these, a Google sheet of all of these, and then figure out what we're going to need to run them all. And then the sheet will tell me, hey, you're going to need 850 electronic components, and I'll be like, well, we can't do that because the best belt we have is 640. We do get one more belt, don't we? How fast is this? 1280. So we can go to 1280 for belts. But we would need to make 1280. And then I need to figure out what we need on the bus to make these components, because this requires a certain amount of techum. So yeah. I don't think I'm going to go that deep with a sheet, list like every item in the game. Although we only need to list 12 items, don't we? These 12 items are all we need to list in the game of whatever they're made up from behind. And then if they're made up of components of themselves, although some of them are not made up of components, some of them are made up of that. So yeah, I think I'll just do that, and I'll just figure out the numbers and then be like, okay, so I'm going to go back and figure out the electronic components build enough for that, and then once we built enough for that, figure out how much Tekken it needs, and then upgrade the Tekken, and just keep filtering back down until we eventually end up back at the raw ore and job is done. Yep, that about is the weapons belt that we're not making yet, because the weapons are going to go in where our heavy bots currently are on there. But I don't want to shut down our current bot production because it's making us money. So, yeah. What I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to get another station. And I'm going to put it right here in the corner. So that I don't have so far to go for the... we are making hand over fist on money. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. However, I think all our bots are kind of like filling up. So I don't know if I want to sell some of them at cheaper rates. I'm not sure. Let's sell off. Let's pay off 287,000 of our debt. Boom, there you go. We're under the 2 million mark. We are under the 2 million mark. Nice. So just as a quick looky look, this wants 96 per hour. 96 divided by 60. It wants 1.6 per minute. Which means it wants 0.03 heavy duty bots per minute or per second, and we're going to be making one bot a second, which means we can supply these guys who want like 96 or 100 or whatever it is. We could supply 3,300 worlds with the bots I'm planning, if they want that. The highest I've seen is 288. That's the highest I've seen so far. I'm not saying there aren't more than that out there. I'm sure there is, but 288 is the highest I've seen at the moment. Yeah, 384. I know, Wanderer, you were saying that you had much higher ones than that. You want 384, 384. Can't scan, that's too far away. 432. Even at 432, 432 divided by 60 is 0.12 an hour, which means we could provide 12 worlds with 432 bots an hour. That's 12 worlds with the plan I have. That's 12 worlds. The shipping required to keep up with that, however, is we're gonna need a lot of ships. We're gonna need a lot of ships to do stuff. Oh, the transport drones, there's 720 there. I'm wondering what the highest number there is. So 720 divided by 60 is 0.2 times 100. We could supply 20 worlds. Hang on. And 20 divided by 60 makes minutes. Divided by 60 makes seconds. You want 0.2 a second. We're making 100. So 100 times 0.2 means we can deal with 20 worlds. Yeah, so this transport drone here, if everyone wants 720, we can deal with 20 worlds with a demand of 720 per hour. There's no way we're going to contact every single world in the solar system. That's not feasible. I don't think you could make a factory that can do that. You start getting to the point of the game just would not be running anymore. It would be too slow. Yeah. Okay. So let's get this up and get this running. We have any ships that can land it here yet. That's okay. We could always take our tier 2 cargo ships and have them become transport ships, I suppose. And then these can be. I don't know what the throughput of the big ships are actually. You are going to transport planter bots. Oh, can the smaller ships land at the big pad as well? Okay, that's not so bad. Holy crap, what? So that planet wants 3,888 drones. Planter drones. Do you have any idea how much? If you could ship just to that one planet alone, just with planter drones, you'd be making over 250,000 credits an hour. I can see why you managed to pay off your debt really quickly, Wonder. I can see that, but 3888 divided by 60 divided by 60. They want 1.08 a second. They want more than what I'm planning to do, just that one planet alone. They want more than one planter drone a second. Holy hell. You're shipping everything it wants. Yeah, that I mean, if you're shipping everything it wants, that must be making you like 1 million credits an hour. Easily. Let's see, so the planter drones are, because they're at 75, that's going to be 250,000. The screen bots are going to be about 200,000 there. The other two are 100,000 each. The farmer bots at 192 per hour times 680 is 100,000. So 3, 4. That's half 600,000 an hour just from that one planet. Just from that one planet. That's astounding, considering the numbers that I've got around me. To see that you have a planet with 3,000 there, and you got another one with 4,000. Did you change any of the game settings when you started? Did you change any of the game settings when you started? That seems a lot. Compared to the stuff that I'm getting. You're telling me that you've got a planet that wants 4,320 planter drones an hour. They want 1.2 planter drones a second. That's more than I'm making right here now. I'm going to make him one a second. Did you tweak a few settings? Because that's the only way I can see you getting that. That is madness. That is madness. Orange. I don't know if you can change any settings on them. I hadn't thought of that. So hold on a moment. I need to calculate that planet you just sent me. I need to know how much that makes an hour if you're shipping everything to that second planet. Hold on. Hold the phone here. So that second planet you sent me, if you were to ship everything just to that one world and keep up with demand for it, it'd be making you 950,000 thermalite an hour. 953,136 an hour. Almost 1 million per hour. Is that pretty close to your home base, or is it quite far away? Anyway, right, so sheets. Electronic components. Hover engines. Oh, I can't do that, can I? No. No, we have to start the furthest one out and work our way back in again, don't we? Nope. So, engines. I forgot about that. Thermalite sheets. Electronic components. And then there. All right. Yes. You're going to have to go back 1, 2, 3. You're going to have to go back by 1, I think, maybe 2. So that's going to go We'll turn the other way now, aren't we? Yeah, so I need to do this instead. Efficiency on the bots are all over 50. Ah, okay. So you're getting 50% more bots in. So when it makes one, it actually makes 1.5. Okay, you should now spring to life. It makes a big difference. I can imagine. I could imagine. Hey, there they are. Woot. Yeah, because then you don't have to upgrade the factory. You have to upgrade the factory to make like more of them. Like, I wouldn't have to add more to this. I'm already at 14% efficiency, but we could. Well, not for these guys because we haven't made these yet. These are brand new. Okay, and then we go slope down, and we do bump, 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 and bump, and then we continue on. But we're not going to continue on tonight, I'm afraid. It is 2:30 in the morning. Well, 25 past 2 in the morning. I require the sleep. I will be using Mark 3 assemblers. I'm just not making the Mark 3 assemblers at the moment. So, do you know what I might do? I was saying about having them all in line. I might do that. I might put them all in line here. The landing pads might all just sit in this exact position all the way down, and then just extend the factories, whatever we need to do there, because. Yeah, we've got this one going down and feeding into there, but there's no reason why we couldn't have them going down to the end of whatever line we're doing and then coming back on itself and feeding him. That would work just as fine. What I am going to do, however, is take out a bit of this here. Add. We've got 3 all around it. There we go. Then we need to add some thing on the end there because I need the transformer, because I do not want to transfer power via this. This looks dodgy, so I don't want to do that. We've got our medium cargo ships coming in and picking up stuff to sell, which is beautiful. Yeah, everything I've set up to be slightly higher in price. But if I'm gonna sell it, I could drop these right down in price and make an absolute killing on them, because you can, if you look at this, actually dropping down to minus 25% makes you more money. But when you sell them, you sell more you sell more than 25% if you drop it 25% price. But I want to be selling most of these to planets, so I think most of these are going to go back up in price ridiculously high and sell it all to planets. But for now, we'll leave it like that, because that's okay. The R&D lab. Oh, what's you found? The planter bots. Oh, actually, let's change the research onto the planter bots. Let's do that. Everything sells back to turn off. I would always leave it on and just set it to the highest price, so that if anybody wanders by, they can be like, "Hey, you got some stuff for sale? Thank you very much." I think I'm going to start with the weight again. I'm going to make them as light as possible so we can ship more in one go. Yeah, I should really do this, shouldn't I? I should improve the lab. Oh no, hang on, that's not the right button I wanted to press. Oh, go on then. Let's do 1.1. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Suppose we can start doing lots of upgrades things. I should do the construction base, shouldn't I, to give us more faster upgrades. Not that speed is particularly concerning. I don't have any issue with waiting for, you know, like half an hour or an hour for the ship to the station to upgrade something, if I'm honest. But I don't know what some of these upgrades. That's only 13 minutes, that's 22 minutes, that's nothing. Focus lab, that's 28 minutes, that's an hour. That's nothing, you know, it's not. Yeah, I need more power. I can't do anything with that power first, so yeah. The antenna, so even the big antenna one at the bottom is only 32 minutes per go. Really not worth it. I wouldn't mind buying all the licenses, not that I'm going to sell or buy anything on their market, but I just would like to complete. Like I want to. The aim is to do 100 of each type of bot, and everything upgraded on the station. So yeah, it doesn't have a reactor. It's purely reliant on these solar panels, which are in the worst possible place you could put them, facing up and down when the star's behind you. It's such a terrible placement. I'm really not surprised they don't really have a great thing, but yeah. But no, there's no reactor on it. The other thing I would like to do, you see reactor? Where do you see reactor? Oh, I did not see reactor before. Okay. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I assumed it was always solar panel, because the solar panels you can extend infinitely. So you do 10, you get 9 out here. Then you should extend it. They don't add any more to it. It just carries on. I didn't see a reactor. That might be worth going into. That's 250 megawatts. Oh, okay. The reactor's infinite as well. This one I want to do a fuel refinery. So I didn't see the reactor. I think because my brain would be like, hey, the reactor should be underneath here because that's where it is on DS9, and this reminds me of DS9. Who was up in this, and is this infinite as well? Yeah, these are infinite as well. How much thermalite you got stored on your station? I should defer the laser for the longer duration. I don't know how much I'm going to be using the laser, to be honest with you. Suppose we could dig out an entire vein with it. Storage is 15,000 at each bot on the station. Yeah, we need to get into that, but we are now obviously making more money, which means we can pay off the debt, which will then let us make more money. Because I don't know, where's our finances here? Counting history. So what's this? We are 1,600 to fuel. That's not really a great deal, but if you start selling to many different planets, that would jump up a lot. So making our own fuel will definitely help. And the debt tax, obviously, we're paying 6,000 for debt every day. If we get that down, that's 6,000 we're making more for ourselves. So instead of having 74,000, we'll have 80,000. You're at 300 million. Awesome. Do you keep hitting that? One version of the game I wouldn't mind trying as well. Not that I don't know if it would work or not, but would be to become a market. I think, you know, just mine the ore and sell the ore. Just try that. Just see whether you could make you millions with that. So yeah. Right. Okay. Obelisk dynamics. Where are we? Down there. We made 4 million in total. I suppose the ultimate domination is to get up to here, isn't it? The market dominance. Well, okay. Nope. Better to go to bed. So hello, Draven. You turned up just at the end of all things. Yeah. Ever. I know we're using the wrong chips for this at the moment, but that doesn't matter. That's fine. We have our first of the mega sales platforms we're going to be doing. Finished my latest Timberborn episode. I need to make another one. Actually, no, tomorrow's Foundry, isn't it? I literally have been making those videos the morning before they go up, rather than the day before, like I used to be doing. But I was doing so well going on top of keeping on top of the video, doing 2 videos a day. It was fine. It was fantastic. And then I've had a week from hell at work, where instead of coming home like at 9 o'clock when I'm used to, so I have time, I haven't been getting back to here until about 10. So yeah. The shit empty. Yep, there's hover bot things which we're not making. We're only making one of them at the moment. So right, what do we need? We need 15. So these will be green. So we need 30 hover engines. 30 hover engines. We're currently making 15. So yeah, we got that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all of this information into a sheet so I can figure out the exact numbers we're going to need, and then we can come back and upgrade the base to the numbers we want to do. Yeah. It happens. Yeah, I've been, as I said, I've been trying to keep on top of it, but Oddsparks has come to an end. But I'm going to restart that. But I'm going to go back to doing one episode a day, one video a day, and do 3 games instead of 4 and every other day. So Timberborn will be broken down into 3, but hopefully that means I can get more done in between the episodes, because I quite often have Timberborn in the background muted with like Foundry on top of it whilst I'm playing that. So yeah. But it's okay. Anyway, let's leave this one here. Let us come back next time. What do we want to do? So we have achieved this. We haven't made our own fuel. We need to do that. There's a few other things we need to do. So Science 5 we need to do. Calculate. What imperial requirements? Put on. Okay. Cool. So that's what we're going to do. However, that's no good because I'm going to leave that there, and then I won't notice that until I come into the next episode, which will be on possibly Sunday. Not sure. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, save. Stream 15. Nice. Okay. How long have we been playing for? 57 hours. Cool. Okay. Okie dokie. Rah. So yes, we're going to do one here. Let me have a quick peruse on the tube reviews to see if there's anybody we can
Yep, I yawned you, Eggman.
Yep, it's bedtime. It's beddy time. It's bedtime. Who could we send you over to? Why is there just nobody on? Why are there not enough people on YouTube? Other than a very, very clear bot who was in our streams a couple of times, that Owl Simulator Games, who kept turning up and saying, "Your moderator's here," and that was the only thing they ever said. It just has loads of videos. Anyway, who do we have? There isn't. JD's not live. Dragon's live as well. Knucklehead. Didn't have a Knucklehead this time around. We did Dragon last time, so we didn't have Knucklehead. Let's have a look at Twitch. Twitch is. What have we got here? There's loads of people playing Night Rain, which I wouldn't mind playing, but trying to find somebody to. Needs to be 3 players, which is a bit of a. I'm going to send you over to Blue Zest, who we have rated before many weeks ago. He's playing Timberborn. He is playing Timberborn. Awesome. Let's send you over there. Cool. Okie dokie. There we go. Split the party. Away we go. So we shall leave this here. Tomorrow is Final Fantasy. We're back into Final Fantasy at whatever time I decide to start. I might start earlier because Fridays are my days off, so I might start a bit earlier then. We don't know. We'll see. Keep your nose to the ground, or your ear to the ground, and your nose to the floor. Whatever. We'll see. It'll be here somewhere. And then Saturday we're back in Elden Ring, trying to finish that off. And then Sunday, maybe Foundry, maybe someone else. Maybe the end of the world. Maybe the start of a new one. Who knows? either way, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.